And this deck always wants to be on the draw, so we won the coin flip, but we're going to be on the draw. I would not like to go first. Ugh, Shaymin as the opener feels real bad. Sand's decent, though. Roller skates and rough seas. I don't know what that is, Wizard Kids. Man trick. Attach 2 basic energy to your discard pile to one of your bench Pokemon. That's pretty good. Master Ball. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, right? That's one of the other things. Like, the design in this game is so great. Going second does mean that they have a chance to end me to discard away the extra cards that we drew from mulligans, but that's fine. Yep, yeah, in the free roll event, especially like 8 rounds, you gotta weigh out like the probability of winning out versus like the EV of going and doing anything else. If we have our Hoopa in our deck, actually this is Hoopa right here. So this card, most of the decks play these as kind of an engine Pokemon. You don't actually attack with it. So when you play this, you can search your deck for 3 EX Pokemon and put them into your hands. Basically, you search for this, and then he searches for 3 other guys. So he's a second Hoopa here. He's going to go load up his bench, I assume. Salamence is probably going to be a very reasonable attacker here. I mean, I don't even have to say screw MTG. The MTG design team is screwing up MTG. At least they kind of attempted to fix Modern. You know, they tried a little bit. So, I have a Pokemon in my deck that says it does 50 more damage for each EX Pokemon my opponent controls, and they currently have 6 EX Pokemon, so that thing's going to hit for 300 damage, which is easily enough to one-hit KO any of these things, so hopefully we're going to get that set up next turn. Alright, so let's start with the Battle Compressor. This lets me search my deck for 3 cards and discard them. We're going to bin both these Ho-Ohs. Sweet. We've got our Hoopa and our Salamence in here. So in Pokemon, after you pick your starting hand, 6 of your cards get randomly prized. What's an EX Pokemon? EX Pokemon are these Pokemon that say EX on them. They're a little bit bigger and stronger than regular Pokemon. And when you knock them out, you get 2 prizes instead of just 1. So I'm going to bin all of those. I'm going to go ahead and Ultra Ball. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and Ultra Ball here, discarding these 2 energy cards. And I'm going to go grab Hoopa out of my deck. I'm going to go ahead and try. So before I attack each turn, I can flip a coin on these Ho-Ohs. And if I hit heads, I return it to play. Come on, can we hit heads on one of these 2? We are the 25%, so missing heads on both of those means we are not going to be able to start knocking our opponent out this turn. It's a little bit sad. I'll go ahead and play this Hoopa out. Yep. Yeah, Pokemon's been doing good work at their job. I don't know if I actually want to take this Salamence because I kind of just want to Ninja Boy it out next turn. We're really just not going to do a ton here. Maybe I should have taken the Xerneas with the Ultra Ball, or I should have flipped for the Ho-Ohs before I... No, I couldn't do that because I wanted to discard the energies. I'm going to go ahead and play this out. We'll go ahead and put the Sky Field out, so we need to have extra bench Pokemon. This Jirachi, I don't think I really want to get anything with it. You know, do I have a Hex Maniac or anything like that in this deck? I do not. Huh. I'm just going to take a Lysandre and Lysandre up one of their other worst Pokemon from the bench here. I'm going to put this on here. I'm going to put this into play and draw up to 6 cards in my hand. We can battle Compressor here. Grab Exeggcute. I can grab a couple of extra supporters so I can verse Seeker them back later. And then, yeah, I think I'm just going to Sky Return this. Put this other Shaymin up. You know, I probably should have put the Hoopa up.
Stop. You're taking a nap. Crankosaurus Rex.
Oh, that's an N. I really wanted that Ninja Boy that was in my hand. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I've been playing a Darkrai deck in Standard. I think it's my favorite deck in Standard right now. Does he have an M turbo here is the question. Does not. Okay. So what am I doing here? Let's start by flipping coins on these to see if we... Okay, so we hit with that. So let's go ahead and start with Trainer Mail here and see what we can find. Ideally, I'd like to find that Ninja Boy so we could swap this to Salamence. Alright, the Float Stone's not bad. Float Stone lets me get Keldeo going here. Alright, we're definitely putting this out here, and I'm putting this up here. Then I'm going to return this Exeggcute to my hand, which we can go ahead and Ultra Ball here and discard these 2 cards and go get the Salamence out of my deck. How many double Colorless energies are in here? There's 3. So I'm going to go ahead and put the Salamence on my bench here. Do I want to put the Exeggcute on my bench too? Yeah, I'm going to put the Exeggcute on my bench because it gives me Colorless, draws me a card for each Pokemon on both benches. So I'm going to go ahead and put that out there so we get to draw an extra card with this Colorless. Looking for a double Colorless energy plus an energy switch here. And that's exactly what we hit. So we'll go ahead and put double Colorless energy on here. And then we'll energy switch from Ho-Oh to Salamence. And then we can rush in with Keldeo here. And then we can retreat this back out for this. And then the Salamence can just start mowing down his team. Let's put a Fighting Fury belt on here so it's a little bit tougher. I don't think I want a Trainer Mail. I'm going to go ahead and Ultra Ball here and ditch this Shaymin and this Ninja Boy. The Ninja Boy in my discard pile is fine because it allows me to verse Seeker it back later if we need it. And I'll go ahead and put this out, and then this is going to go ahead and attack for 320, I believe, which is more than enough to knock that out. Yep, so we go ahead and claim 2 prize cards because we knocked out our opponent's EX Pokemon. All right, so they knocked that off of our bench here. So happy to lose the Exeggcute because it can just come back to our hand. Probably going to lose the Ho-Oh and the Jirachi since I have the Sky Field again. Yeah, happy to lose the Ho-Oh since I could just try and get those back. And then Jirachi seems like the fine last one to lose here. Don't really care about having a variety of Pokemon on my bench right now also because we have... what am I saying? We have Salamence up here that's just like one-hit KOing our opponent's Pokemon. We have a Lysandre in our discard pile here too, so we can just go ahead and Versus Seeker the Lysandre and knock this out. We're doing 260 right now. So yes, I'm going to go ahead and put this energy on here. I'm going to Verse Seeker the Lysandre and then Lysandre this. Yep, and we'll just go ahead and pack it in. Haha! Salamence MVP. That card's great. Where did you put all my Pokemon cards, by the way?
Oh, you finally care?
Yeah.
They're in that Infinite container.
Which one?
The Infinite container.
Oh, okay. Jirachi we normally like to search with, but we definitely don't want, we want to discard this Ho-Oh. Playing against Night March, it looks like here. That's good for us. Night March is pretty easy to start one-hit KOing because all their Pokemon have low hit points. We have a Karen in our main deck as Night March hate, which says it's utility for us. Alright, and then we got End. This hand is less good, but has potential. This is expanded. It's funny how the Magic players always refer to it as extended. It's actually expanded in Pokemon. Alright, so start on Trainer Mail, see what we find. Battle Compressor is great. So, Battle Compressor here for... I think I'm just getting 3 Ho-Ohs here since I have a Fairy Energy that I can discard to this Ultra Ball. Yeah, that seems fine. I'm going to go ahead and Ultra Ball and discard these 2. Go grab... Oh, geez, our Hoopa's not in our deck. That's really sad. Alright, well, we have a Shaymin, I guess. So we'll do that. Our Hoopa must be prized. Look, man, Ho-Oh is really expensive and hard to... Actually, it's not even that it's expensive. It's like $5 online. They're hard to find. You have to find people that have them that want to trade them. So now I can play this. I can energy switch from there to here. Then I go ahead and Shaymin and draw up to 6 cards in our hand. Looking for a double colorless energy here. No double colorless energy. That's really sad. Alright, so we have an N. I'm going to go ahead and Battle Compressor here. Even Compressor really doesn't do anything. I guess it thins the deck for this N. Oh, you know what? I could... Nah, I'm just going to get rid of the extra compressors and put the Karen in my bin, so that way I can Verse Seeker it back later. I never liked Ho-Oh. This Ho-Oh was very good in this deck. And then, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end here. We're looking for a... double Colorless Energy. There's a double Colorless Energy. I'm going to go ahead and Trainer Mail here first, see what we find. Ultra Ball, Sky Field. Huh. So we're going to grab Ultra Ball here. And then... So double Colorless Energy has to go on here. And then we can Ultra Ball... We probably just want to computer search for Float Stone, don't I? Yeah, that's probably fine. Let's just computer search for Float Stone. Discard this, and... Do I want to get rid of the DDE? I don't feel like I... Yeah, that's probably fine. Grab a Float Stone out of here. Slide this out onto here, and then retreat this, and knock your guy out. That's why we're on the draw, because we can often attack for a large amount of damage on the first turn of the game. I mean, that your statement there, Blurred, implies that Magic Online doesn't make money hand over fist, when it in fact does make money hand over fist, so... So he's got 7 Pokemon in here with Night March, so this is actually going to knock me out, right? You just got to get one more in there. Nope, only 140. Okay. Alright, sweet. And I actually drew a Verse Seeker here, which lets me Karen. So, do I want a Karen or do I want a Colorless or N? Yeah, I probably just want a Karen. I'm going to go ahead and return this Exeggcute to my hand. And then we're going to go ahead and Verse Seeker for this Karen that I put in here earlier. And then we'll Karen. Opponent concedes to the Karen. Alright, sure. So, Karen is a card in here that's just one card that's specifically tech for the Night March deck. It takes all Pokemon and shuffles them from each player's discard pile back into their deck. So, basically took my opponent's engine and turned it off just by having access to that one card. Sweet, we lost the coin flip, which is fine, because we would like to go second, so we can start knocking out guys on our first turn. This hand's decent, but again, we're choosing to be on the draw, so we could get end on the first turn of the game, so don't make any plans or get too attached to your opening hand. Oh, they chose to be on the draw. Oh, because they're playing Night March and can start knocking us out on the first turn, sure. Alright, gonna lean on Battle Compressor here. Grab a Ho-Oh, a Fire, and a Fairy Energy, I think. Yeah. And I'm going to go ahead and play this Hoopa out here and search. I'm going to get a Keldeo and then 2 Ho-Ohs, I think, here. Yeah, and I'm going to use this Jirachi to get a Professor Sycamore. So that way I can discard these Ho-Ohs that I've gotten to my hand. So I'm going to put this out here, put the Float Stone on him. I'm going to play the Jirachi, search for a supporter, run and grab the Sycamore. They're listed on the 5 Shards website, Chris. First place is like 50 packs, I believe. And then I'm going to go ahead and Professor Sycamore here, discard this Lightning Energy too because I wanted in my discard pile for the Ho-Oh. So start flipping coins here. Hey, look at that. Didn't even need the extra ones. Rush in with this. The Blood Cup is a community-run Hex TCG event that is going on this morning. I was going to play in it, but we had a little bad variance in the first round that I didn't feel like sticking out for the remaining 7 rounds with a round 1 loss. Do I want to execute, or do I just want to Ultra Ball? Let's Battle Compressor and thin our deck here a little bit. Probably grab the Karen again. Yep. And then, yeah, I'm going to Ultra Ball, discarding these 2, and grab a Shaymin. And then I'm going to go ahead and put a Float Stone on this Hoopa. And I'll play the Shaymin and draw a bunch of cards. No energy. That's rough. All right, well, I'm going to retreat this and put the Hoopa up. Can't attack. I'm the first turn here, so I can't attack with this Ho-Oh, even though it has enough energy to attack, because you can't attack on the first turn of the game. Yep. Yep, that's a great way to put it. It is definitely statistically relevant. I like how I put the Fury Belt on here like it's relevant. This is the one that reduces psychic attacks. Yep. Oh, Hoopa is weak to psychic. That was probably loose. That's fine. We have Verseeker for Karen next turn. I can put the Ho-Oh up, so probably well on our way. Well, let's retreat to that. And then just to make sure things stay under control here, let's just Verseeker this Karen. And then I'm going to put this Exeggcute in my hand rather than shuffle it back into my deck. And go ahead and Karen and put all his Night Marched guys back into his deck. We put my Ho-Ohs back into my deck, but that really doesn't matter. Knock your Jolteon out. Ryvik with the 7-month resub. Thank you for the continued support. I do appreciate it. We dropped the Blood Cup. I made a bad metagame choice. The Kagalichu deck was a poor. The Kagalichu deck was a poor decision. I played the Kagalichu deck and ran into. I should probably just stop playing mid-range decks in Hex. Honestly, there's so many people that like to play mid-range and they like to go a little bit bigger, and then and they play decks that are bad against the decks that are a lot of the other decks in the format, and then I just hit the wrong side of the matchup, so I should just metagame harder than they are. We played against a Kagalichu deck that had Mistress of the Bones and Rotten Rancor and Ramp Rabbits and main deck Closed Coffins that just bodied us. So, and then we played a ladder match afterwards where I queued up with Angus, and my Anarchist gave my opponent a turn 2 Tilt Angel, and then they untapped and drew for their turn, and it was a second Tilt Angel, so it's like, alright, we'll play some Pokemon before we call it a day. When are my regionals? The one I'm playing is in March. I think it's like March 4th. Alright, well, we are bodying Night March. God bless Karen. I should have played. I hope Ali top 8 with his deck. I think his deck's well positioned for the decks people are going to be playing in this tournament. Won the coin flip. I would like to go second. What exactly does Karen do? Karen takes all Pokemon from both players' discard piles and shuffles them back into those players' decks. Yes, that's exactly what it is. Darkrai deck.
Stop. Jacob. Stop.
I don't even get to see because I get any card. Yeah, I mean, Grandfather Elk's it's like an aggressive deck that has a go over the top plan that's better than Angus's go over the top plan. And I think, like I said, a lot of people that it seems like that play Hex like to play these really clunky, bigger mid range decks that just like aren't good against a quality aggressive deck. All right, what am I doing with this Hoopa? I need to like make a plan here. What am I doing? It's probably get some more Ho-Ohs, Jirachi for Sycamore. Yeah, that's probably the plan. So let's Hoopa, grab some stuff here, grab all the Ho-Ohs. I probably wouldn't mind having a Salamence. They've got 2 EX Pokemon out already. Any idea when the next paper playtest stream? I don't have a firm schedule on anything, sorry. So we'll get our Xerneas with this one. And then we'll play this out. We'll play this out. Huh. I think I actually have to discard this Jolteon. That feels a little bad. Because if I don't hit a Sky Field with the Sycamore, I'm going to not be able to return Ho-Ohs to play, and that seems real bad. So, yeah, I think I actually just have to discard the Jolteon. Man, that was a bad hit. Alright, so let's put this here. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to flip on these, even though I only have two energies in here. And just pass the turn here. So Darkrai with a Fighting Fury belt on it has 220 health. Does he have a Lysandre in here? Crap, he does. So if he Lysandres my Xerneas, he can hit me for a good chunk here. We were originally going to try and do a paper stream tonight, or tomorrow night, but we're supposed to get really bad winter storms here. We're actually iced over right now, so I don't think that is going to happen.
You can't do it tomorrow night. We're doing burgers and game night tomorrow.
Alright, Battle Compressor, that's not the worst. Let's go ahead and start with that. Yeah, let's start with that. Or Exeggcute must be prized, huh? Alright. So there's... Alright, let's just get rid of the other Battle Compressors. I don't really need them in here. Yeah, let's just do that. We set up without them. So this will let me draw 8 cards. That seems fine. Yeah, let's Colorless. We draw a card for each Pokemon on both benches. Float Stone is great. Energy Switch is great. They're just good hits all around. We got a Sky bench here too. So I can go ahead and Ultra Ball here if I want. We're definitely energy switching from here to here. And then we're retreating. This is 210 hit points. So I'm going to need 7 types of Pokemon on my bench. So this is one more. This is another one. So let's go ahead and do this. How many Verse Seekers are in my discard pile? None. So I could probably afford to lose one. So yeah, let's discard these 2. We'll grab another Xerneas out of my deck here. And then we'll play the Xerneas out. We'll slide the double colorless energy onto it. And then we'll play the Shaymin and draw up to a bunch of cards in our hand. And then, yeah, I think we're just going to suggest they taste the rainbow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. I guess I can look for a Fighting Fury belt here. We had an energy switch. That's fine. It's nice, clean 220U. Ninja Boy and Fairy Energy is a great pickup there since we have this Xerneas on the bench ready to go with the double Colorless energy on it already. You know, Lysandre me probably here. I guess they could Sycamore too. Yeah, Sycamore makes sense. Gas back up. So this is currently dealing 110 damage right now, and that'll make it 120, and I have to discard Pokemon off my bench. I'll lose this Ho-Oh since we can return that back to play. This Jirachi. Oh, I have resistance. Oh, that's great. Sweet. Let's start with Sky Field here. Put this out here. This has 2 energy on it. I have a Lysandre in here, right? Do I not really? That's really sad. I don't have a Lysandre in here. Alright, I'm going to try and return a Ho-Oh to play. Only so I can get another type on my bench. Comes back with Fire Energy. If I had a Lysander, we'd be able to Lysander this up and knock it out. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 6 types on my bench right now. I need a 7th type in order to be able to knock this out. I don't think I have a 7th type in my deck. Wish I had a way to search. I guess I'm just gonna Ninja Boy here. That seems like a spew. I'm pretty sure we don't. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's just Shaymin. That's unfortunate. Yeah, that was sloppy on my part. So got a little bit unfortunate here. And honestly, it's probably not even unfortunate. I probably shouldn't have discarded this Jolteon when I did. I should have just counted on hitting the Sky Bench. Yeah. A Lysander me knock out the Keldeo-EX? Getting a Shaymin here probably, or Hoopa for Shaymin? Shaymin, sure. This doesn't even seem I guess... Oh, that locks me out of doing... Huh. Yeah, I mismanaged this game pretty badly. Yeah, I'm just gonna concede. I don't feel like playing anymore after that many mistakes. Let's just start again. Once they knock out the Keldeo-EX, we're not gonna be able to one-shot their guys anymore because of the amount of Pokemon I discarded. So I just shouldn't have gotten. Yeah. Yep. Like go back to the decision we made on the very first turn of the game, then ended up losing us the game that turn. Start with Salamence. Again, don't want to bench either of these to start because they have effects when we play them out. Sure. Can't play item cards. Oh, jeez. Well, our hand just went from very good to super awkward. I guess we'll play Hoopa out here. I guess I can get Jirachi, and Jirachi can grab Lysander, and I can Lysander up this other one. That seems fine. That lets me do stuff this turn at least. Yeah. Although if I Jirachi and do that, then I can't... If I Lysander, then I can't use... Then I can't use this. Huh. But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna take off, guys. I don't really feel like figuring out this puzzle, and it's been a rough morning. Nah, I'm just gonna call it. Have a good afternoon.